Today, I am proud to present SB 331 on behalf of Senator Susan Rubio, a critical bill that will strengthen protections for children, victims, and families during family law proceedings. Known as Piqui's Law, is named after a 5-year-old boy who was killed by his father in my district back in April of 2017. After his mother, Ana, pleaded with court that her child was in danger. Ana is up in the gallery with us today. Piqui informed his mother, Ana, that his daddy would kick him, squeeze his cheeks hard, yell in his face, and make him sit for extended periods of time without moving. At a hearing where 3 officers were subpoenaed to present evidence of abuse, Ana was told by the judge they were there for custody reasons, not for abuse. The court ignored Ana's evidence and went so far as to tell her that the father who was abusing her son, a now convicted murderer, was more credible than she was. 8 days after appearing in court, Piqui's father suffocated him in the backseat of his vehicle while Piqui slept strapped in his car seat after spending the day at Disneyland. Piqui's father then drove for 2 hours and abandoned his son's body in a heavily wooded area in Santa Barbara County. He left Piqui's lifeless body propped up against a tree for over 2 months while he was living recklessly in Las Vegas and enjoying his life to the fullest. Piqui's death and many others was preventable. The bill will prohibit family courts from ordering reunification treatments, which are known as camps, that are non-regulated for-profit businesses. These abusive practices abruptly cut off the relationship between children and their preferred family, friends, schools, personal belongings, and their communities, causing irreparable harm in their childhood development. Additionally, this bill will also prohibit the dangerous transportation tactics used to remove these children. A prime example is what happened to the 2 children out of Santa Cruz, Maya and Sebastian, where they were violently taken from their grandmother's home and taken to an Airbnb. Piqui's Law will strengthen protections for victims like Ana and families across the state by requiring judicial counsel to establish more detailed trainings on domestic violence and child abuse for judges, attorneys, mediators, and everyone involved in domestic violence and child custody matters. Lastly, as chair of the Select Committee on Domestic Violence, for the past 7 years, I can assure you how critical it will be to have the additional judicial training and reporting requirements in place. Domestic violence and child abuse policies within the family court context are complex and require further education and training for professionals handling these sensitive cases. Further training and education will only benefit future families who enter into the family court system. Strengthening this system has been a personal priority for both my sister, Senator Susan Rubio, myself, and Ana Estevez, and hundreds of advocates. And I am hopeful that you join me today in preventing tragedies such as Piqui's from happening to any other family in our state. This has been a 3-year in the making, and with your support today, members, we can finally get this to the governor's office. With that, I respectfully ask for your aye vote. As tragic as this tragedy was able to introduce me to now my very good friend Ana, I want to thank her for her advocacy. I want to thank her for her tenacity. She has not stopped fighting for Piqui. As I shared earlier today, this is the 3rd year that we've tried to get this to this point. And I want to thank you all for your words. Ana, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be the one to bring this law and hopefully more laws to prevent these kinds of tragedies and to support our children, to make sure that we do what we promise on this floor is to protect all of our children. Thank you, and with that, I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Bill passes.